Hey, if you enjoyed these videos, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below, that way I can drive more content for you as well. And consider subscribing, it truly does help out my channel.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, what we're going to be doing is removing the old registration numbers, old vinyl decal sticker type, and installing the JetBoatPilot.com's 3D registration numbers. Now, these registration numbers are made out of the same material like your flooring in your boat. It's a marine mat / sea deck material. It gives it that 3D look because it's raised out. It also gives you an added layer of protection so that whereas you can see in this one, I have had things rub against this portion of the boat and it creates a scratch along the vinyl. Well, with the 3D registration numbers by JetBoatPilot.com, you're able to get that added matting as protection, so you won't be worrying about actually getting into your gel coat, whereas these vinyl registration numbers are going to scratch and allow scratching of the gel coat if something hits there. Now, that's not their main purpose, but it is one of the added benefits. And then another added benefit to this is it's gonna help match your boat, pull it all together. So you're able to put it in all sorts of configurations. They have 3D with 2 color combinations, 3 color combinations, and Will Owen, the owner, and JetBoat Pilot are a great company to work with. If you have any questions, they will let you know what is best for your boat, what they think is best for your boat, and if they do have what you're looking for. So go ahead and look down in the description below. I have the link to their website for you, and give them a shout and order yourself some 3D registration numbers. So for this process, what you want to do is, first thing is, if you can, let your old registration numbers sit out in the sun. And that way the glue loosens up on the vinyl and it'll be easier to remove. If you aren't able to get out in the sun, or I'm also still going to use it anyways, a heat gun on low setting, you just want to keep it moving across that and slowly peel it up. You also want to have some type of scraper, whether you have a plastic scraper, some people use carbon scrapers, but something to where you can get the edge of that and help you peel it back. I use a plastic scraper. Again, links are down in the description below. I'll have links to all the products I use here today. To have handy, you're going to want some soap and water to clean residue, and then you can use some Goo Gone for anything that's left over to do a nice clean wipe down of the area. You're also going to want to prep the area after you finish removing this sticker. Make sure it's clean and it's tack free. That way when you go to apply the new stickers, or I'm sorry, 3D registration numbers, they adhere the best they can. Make sure the boat is washed, no salt debris, no kind of water residue on it. So a nice Dawn dish detergent works really well to get rid of any kind of leftover mess. So warm water with some Dawn dish soap, a cloth, wipe it down, and then dry it. Let it air dry for a couple minutes. Make sure everything's nice and clean before you start with the registration numbers. So what we're going to do now is we are going to get these registration numbers installed. All right, now I am prepped and ready to start this application. Like I said before, you want to use a plastic scraper of some sort. This one I picked up off of Amazon. The link will be in the description below. These work great. I use them all the time for all sorts of jobs. I got a clean, dry cotton towel, warm water with some Dawn dish soap and a rag, and my heat gun. Another thing you may want to have handy is some masking tape or a helper to make sure that this is lined up and straight. The great part about JetBoat Pilot is what they did is they used masking tape to put the letters spaced out properly and keep them uniform and straight. That way when you put them on, you're not having to worry to stick each one individually. It just transfers it right with the masking tape onto your hull and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the product. So as always, JetBoat Pilot sends you everything nice. They always use their own tape with their logo on it and have everything prepped. Now when this comes to you in the mail, it's gonna come folded up like this with some Basically, it's like a cooking sheet, a non-stick sheet, so that things don't stick to it. All you gotta do is unfold that. And then you'll see, this is the back side of your numbers here. There's a tape blocker that you have to remove, the back side of the sticky side, and then this is the front side of yours. Now what they did is they put that masking tape there to keep your registration numbers evenly spaced out correctly from their factory and ready to be placed on your boat. So all you have to do is prep the area, get it ready, and stick them to the hole, let them adhere, and then remove the masking tape. So now I'm gonna get started removing this, and then we'll have our beautiful new 3D registration numbers ready to go. All right, now you can see how easy that was. I've had the boat out here in the sun, the letters were warm, and all I had to do was apply a little heat on low mode, get my corner raised with my plastic scraper, and then once I got my corner raised, I could just peel and then pull it right off with no issues. Now there is some residue here, as I stated before. You want to get rid of all that residue and have a nice clean like new surface. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we can start with the next step. So here's my warm soapy water. Okay, so I can already tell I'm gonna need something a little more aggressive than warm soapy water. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Goo Gone and remove that stuff there. So this is the same product I used in my previous video where I showed you how to install your sound deadener for your engine noise. So again, Goo Gone, this is gonna be the Pro Power Goo adhesive remover, and you're just simply gonna spray it on, let it sit for a little bit, and scrub it off. That should get your residue gone. Once you've done that, again, you want to make sure that you clean your surface with some soapy water using Dawn dish detergent is what I use, because it removes any kind of like oils and greases and stuff like that, so you'll have a nice clean surface. You want to dry it off, let it air dry, make sure it's ready for installation of the new registration numbers, and then you can use something like mineral spirits or something, do a light quick rub to kind of make sure it is a good clean tacky surface and ready to install. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna let it sit, work its magic here for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna scrub her off. That easy, gone. Now again, we're gonna go back and do the Dawn dish detergent, clean up all that Goo Gone, and then we're gonna hit it with the dry towel. All right, now that you look down the surface and you see that it's just reflective and there's no mess, you're gonna let that sit there and air dry for a couple minutes, and then we are gonna install the new 3D registration numbers. All right, so the first thing you wanna do once you get your registration numbers ready to go, before you peel the backing off of the registration numbers, eyeball it and see where you like it. Because once you stick this on, that's it, you're done with it, okay? If you mess it up, you're gonna have to order some more from Will. All right, so here we go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set it up there. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see how it lines with my registration sticker from the state, all right? So yeah, I like that position. It looks good. And what I'm looking at is this top line here is your straight line. Because remember, this line down here, it dips. So as it gets further away, it gets thicker down the boat. If you try to stay straight with this straight edge line, it's actually gonna dip down. You wanna use, just like my registration, about a finger's width down from this line and run it as your straight line. That'll show you where you need to put this and that it'll be straight and look good. So I'm gonna make sure the tops of my letters are the same width from that body line right below the rub rail. So I like what that looks like there. I'm gonna go ahead and prep and take these pieces off now and get ready to apply it. Now I recommend peeling one of these at a time. Well, not one, but one section at a time. So that if you have any kind of misalignments, you can adjust them without them sticking to the boat. So the first two letters are gonna be peeled first. So that would be my F and L here in the state of Florida. Mindful not to touch the adhesive portion. Okay. Again, I'm gonna look at the top of these letters and gap them appropriately with the top here. So first things first. That looks good. And you just wanna touch them down just like that, okay? Press them on there good. Make sure they're sticking. All right. Now we have that gap, we're able to fold this back and we can start working our way down. We can do here, you can see I can position this one and I can fold this back so I can do one letter at a time. Okay, I just did the first two because they're right there together, very easy. And then I'll probably do the last two together, but these middle numbers I'm gonna do one at a time. Super easy installation. Anybody can do this. A big shout out to JetBoatPilot and Will for sending me this product to do the review. Awesome crew to work with. I've worked with them on many things. I've done their inserts for my boat. I've done their cushions. I've done their swim platform installations. Always taking care of me. Any issues I ever have, they're there for customer support, and they'll take good care of you. I also appreciate the fact that instead of just sending you these and letting you try to figure out the spacing on it, they already took care of it for you. So it's not like those kits you go buy at, you know, one of the brick and mortar stores, or you get offline where they just send you a bunch in a pack and you've got to figure out the spacing yourself. They've already taken the time to do this for you. It's done. All you're doing is peeling and sticking. Fantastic job. Okay, so a little pointer here that I just noticed. The one in this font doesn't have a flat edge. It kind of peaks a little bit. So you want to make sure you're looking at your gapping all the ways across. Use your high point as your measurement in the middle of the one up there. That'll give you your straight edge. And then as you can see down here on the bottom, you line that up with the bottom of the previous number and you'll see that you're in the right thing. That could be a little optical illusion for you, so don't get thrown off and have a crooked one. All right, now we have it applied. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and apply pressure to these, make sure that they're stuck down really good, go over each letter with my thumb all the way around each letter, making sure the edges are down, the corners are down, and that I've got good adhesion to the boat. Now once I get finished doing this all the way down on each number, then I'm gonna remove the masking tape and we will be done with the install and be able to reveal how it turned out. All right, time for the big reveal. Now when you peel, you want to peel down and away like this. Don't just rip it off like that. Nice and slow, let the tape roll itself over. And there it is. JetBoatPilot.com's 3D registration numbers. And wow, does that look good. Let's take a closer look. Beautiful, it looks so good. This makes it legal as well. They've done the research here in Florida. That is the legal contrast you need to have for your boat and the legal size to be visible, so you won't have any issues there. But wow, does that not look really, really good? I can't wait to see it on the water. That's so awesome. You can see here, I did the two-tone. I have the black top with a gray background. What that does is it matches my interior mats as well as my sea deck on the rear of the boat. So it's a flip contrast. We did the black with the gray underneath. Again, you can get this in any combination you like. I really like the way this stands out and it looks fantastic. Great investment. Feels and looks awesome. It's gonna add that little bit of added protection to your hull in case you do hit anything or rub up against anything where vinyl won't. So I highly recommend it. Go check out JetBoatPilot.com. Again, I want to thank them for sending me these out for a review, and I can't wait to see what their impact graphics look like on the future with this boat. The quality of their product is top notch, and what is even the icing on the cake with JetBoat Pilot is that their customer service is phenomenal. You never have an issue with their customer service. So not only are you getting a quality product, you are getting quality customer service and a local owned company here in the state of Florida in the United States. So you're not dealing with any big corporations or anybody else. You're getting quality products from a family-owned business right here in the US. Love it. I absolutely love it. These things look amazing. I highly recommend them. Get yours today. Order them at JetBoatPilot.com. They are worth every single penny. I will definitely be purchasing these for any boats I get in the future, as well as their impact graphics. But it just looks so cool.